There were days I held my breath in silence, wondering if you saw my trembling hands, trying to stand when everything was falling, holding on to dreams I didn't understand. I walked through valleys filled with questions, where the night felt heavier than my fear. But even then, within the darkness, your quiet presence pulled me near. I thought the weight meant rejection, that maybe you were far from me, but you were building something deeper, something time would help me see. Every closed door shaped my journey, every pause was part of grace. You were lifting me so gently, teaching faith to find its place. So when the doubts try to surround me and I can't see past the pain, I remind my heart of who you are and trust your voice again. When hope looks impossible, you speak and mountains fall. You breathe on what is buried and raise it through it all. You are the God who holds the oceans, the one who calls the winds by name. When hope looks impossible, your power still remains. I've seen you move in quiet moments, healing places I concealed. I've watched you turn my hidden battles into stories being healed. Your love rewrites the broken chapters, your hand restores the lost and weak. You lift my eyes beyond the struggle and teach my heart what faith can speak. Now every fear becomes a whisper, every tear becomes a song. For the God who lifts the fallen has been with me all along. When hope looks impossible, you speak and mountains fall. You breathe on what is buried and raise it through it all. You are the God who holds the oceans, the one who calls the winds by name. When hope looks impossible, your power still remains. You move where fear is spoken, you lift what doubt is broken. Your word restores the hopeless, your love keeps my heart open. When hope looks impossible, you shine through every night. You break the chains of sorrow and pull my spirit into light. You are the God of miracles, the one who makes a way. And every step I take in faith reveals your power day by day. I've stood at edges I couldn't cross, watching dreams fall out of sight, holding pieces of the future that felt too heavy for my fight. I tried to climb with fading strength, but every step revealed my fear. Yet in the quiet of my weakness, your steady whisper drew me near. I carried wounds I never meant places where I felt forgotten, where hope and faith had slowly died. But even in those broken places, you planted seeds I couldn't see. And in the ground of all my failures, you were growing life in me. So when my courage disappears and doubt surrounds my mind, I cling to every promise that you have left behind. You turn my limits into light. You lift the shadows from my soul. You break the walls I couldn't fight and make the shattered whole. You are the God of the impossible, the one who breathes the stars alive. You take the fears that kept me small and teach my spirit how to rise. There were moments in the valley when I thought you'd walked away, but you were working in the silence, preparing dawn for my someday. You touched the wounds that made me tremble. You healed the doubts I tried to hide. You pulled me gently from the ashes and brought the fire back inside. And now the storms don't break me, the waiting doesn't steal. For I have seen your kindness and I know your power is real. You turn my limits into light. You lift the shadows from my soul. You break the walls I couldn't fight and make the shattered whole. You are the God of the impossible, the one who breathes the stars alive. You take the fears that kept me small and teach my spirit how to rise. You move inside the silence. You heal what I can't see. What I call in becomes the moment. You start rewriting me. You turn my limits into light, awakening what hope forgot. You take the dreams I thought were over and show me they were not. You are the God of the impossible, the King no fear can overcome. And now my heart lives in the freedom of what your love has done. I've walked through fields of unanswered questions, wondering if you saw the tears I hid, trying to hold on to the promise when everything around me said you can't win. But even in the doubts and silence, your love was steady as the dawn. You stay beside my shaking heart, reminding me I wasn't gone. I fought the storms with frail defenses and felt the weight of failing hands. But you stepped into my weakness and showed me what surrender understands. You taught me strength is born in trusting, not in what I think I see. You showed me hope was never fading, it was waiting inside me. So when the fear tries to surround me and the night grows loud and cold, I lift my eyes to where you're moving, to the truth that my heart still holds. This is where my faith meets your power, where my trembling turns to praise, where the impossible breaks open and your glory fills the space. You are the God my strength was thin. But in those places of surrender, you began your work within. Every mountain that seemed immovable, every wall too high to climb, you were breaking in the silence what I couldn't break in time. Now I know the deeper battles aren't the ones outside my view, but the quiet wars inside me, where I learned to trust in you. This is where my faith meets your power, where my trembling turns to praise, where the impossible breaks open and your glory fills the space. You are the God who parts the waters. You are the one who makes a way. And every fear I carry trembling has to bow before your name. You step into the shadows and everything changes. Your whisper shifts the mountains. Your mercy rearranges. And this is where my faith meets your power, where the broken rise restored, where the impossible surrenders to the one who stands adored. You are the God who shapes the future. You hold the world within your hands, and every tear becomes a testimony to the God who always stands. I've stood with hands that felt too empty, trying hard to hold my faith, wondering if the dreams you planted still had life beneath the weight. The road was long, the night was heavy, and hope felt distant on the wind. But even then you stayed beside me, whispering this is not the end. I carry fears like silent shadows, clinging to my fragile chest, trying to understand your timing while you were teaching me to rest. Your grace became my quiet shelter, your love became my steady ground. The pieces of my fading courage slowly learn to rise again and sound. So take my doubt, take my burden, take the things I cannot change. You're the one who builds the future from the ruins and the pain. You go beyond what I can hold, beyond the hope I thought I lost. You take the dreams I buried deep and breathe new life into the dust. You are the God of the impossible, the King who moves what I can't move. And when I feel like giving up, your faithfulness pulls me through. There were days I walked in questions, nights I thought you closed the door, but you were breaking hidden limits, lifting me to trust you more. Now every valley sings a mercy, every storm reveals your hand. You're the God who turns my weakness into strength I never planned. So here I stand, still learning trust, still learning how your timing flows. But every step you walk beside me, and every season still you hold. side. You take my story in your hands and turn the darkness into light. You are the God of the impossible, the voice that breaks the night in two. And every breath my heart remembers, and nothing is impossible for you. I've walked through nights that stole my courage, holding pieces of a fading prayer, wondering if the dreams you promised still had breath left in the air. But even when my hope was trembling and every step felt like defeat, your quiet strength began to find me, lifting me back to my feet. I tried to carry all my burdens, thinking I should stand alone, but you kept calling through the shadows. Child, you were never on your own. You touched the fears I hid in silence, you healed the wounds I didn't show. You breathed your fire in my weakness and taught my spirit how to grow. So when the weight becomes too heavy and faith feels harder than before, I turn to you, my steady refuge, the one who opens every door. Your power finds me first before I ever see the way. You lift the broken from the dust and turn the darkness into day. You're the God of the impossible, the one who never leaves my side. You take the battles I can't fight and turn them into light. I've faced the storms that shook my spirit, I've heard the lies inside my mind, but you were there with quiet mercy, breaking chains I couldn't find. You wrote your promise in my story, even when I thought you were gone. And in the silence of surrender, you were making my faith strong. Now every fear becomes a whisper, every tear becomes a seed. For you transform what looks impossible into more than I could need. Your power finds me first before I ever see the way. You lift the broken from the dust and turn the darkness into day. You're the God of the impossible, the one who never leaves my side. You take the battles I can't fight and turn them into light. You move where doubt is loudest, you shine where hope seems weak. What I call lost, you call beginning. Your promise still speaks. Your power finds me first before the breakthrough comes to view. You take the ruins of my story and make them something new. You're the God of the impossible, every moment you remain. And now my heart is living proof that nothing is in I've tried to carry every burden, holding tight to what I feared, walking roads that felt uncertain, hiding tears no one could hear. But in the quiet of my weakness, you met me where I fell apart. You held the pieces of my failure and gently realigned my heart. Fought the battles I wasn't winning, pushed through storms I couldn't calm. I tried to solve what broke inside me while you were calling, give it all. You saw the weight I couldn't mention, you saw the wounds behind my smile. And even when I doubted heaven, you stayed with me through every mile. So now I bring my fears, surrender, I lay my striving at your feet. For you are strong where I am fragile, and your grace is what I need. You carry what I cannot lift, you move the mountains in my chest. You turn the chaos into stillness and draw my weary heart to rest. You are the God of the impossible, the one who speaks and storms obey. You take the fears that limit me and lead them quietly away. There were moments in the valley where I felt unworthy of your call, but you kept building strength within me, teaching faith to stand up tall. You turned my sorrow into wisdom, you turned my silence into song. And every step I thought was wasted became the place you made me strong. Now every shadow fades in mercy, every doubt dissolves in grace. For you reveal what seemed impossible in every step of faith I take. You carry what I cannot lift, you move the mountains in my chest. You turn the chaos into stillness and draw my weary heart to rest. You are the God of the impossible, the one who speaks and storms obey. You take the fears that limit me and lead them quietly away. You break what keeps me bound, you lift what weighs me down. Your power writes my story, your mercy is my ground. You carry what I cannot lift, you turn my weakness into light. You rebuild what once was shattered and guide my heart through every night. You are the God of the impossible, the one whose promise never ends. And now my life declares your goodness again, again. I've walked through seasons filled with silence, holding prayers inside my chest, wondering if the hopes I carried were forgotten in the rest. But even when my faith felt fragile and every breath was full of doubt, your quiet presence wrapped around me and slowly pulled the shadows out. I tried to rush what needed patience, I tried to push what wasn't time. I thought delay meant disappointment, but you were shaping what was mine. Every moment you were working, long before I understood. You were turning hidden battles into something healing, something good. So when I feel the weight of waiting and my heart begins to tire, I lift my eyes to your direction, where hope begins to rise like fire. You turn the waiting into wonders, you turn the silence into song. You breathe your life into the empty and make the weak forever strong. You are the God of the impossible, the one who speaks the mountains flee. And every moment I surrender becomes a miracle to me. every season knows your name. Now even in the deepest shadows, your voice is louder than my fears. You turn the darkness into promise and write redemption through the years. You turn the waiting into wonders. You turn the silence into song. You breathe your life into the empty and make the weak forever strong. You are the God of the impossible, the one who speaks and mountains flee. And every moment I surrender becomes a miracle to me. You move inside the stillness. You heal what I can't see. What I call late becomes the moment. You rewrite destiny. You turn the waiting into wonders. You shape the dawn from darkest night. You take the tears that marked my story and turn them into right.